Welcome, 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 family. I hope everyone is doing well. Whew, it's been a rough morning for me, guys. I've been dealing with back pain this morning, but I'm still pressing my way. We are here, guys, and I hope y'all don't mind. I'm gonna take my magnesium. Are you coming, hubby? I'm gonna take my magnesium vitamin. So, mm, mm. All right, guys. Listen, I don't work for this company, but guys, this Fuji water is, listen, it's the bomb.com. Get you a bottle, like for real. My first time trying it was my daughter's godmother's house, and I love it, guys. You might as well call it like the bougie water. So, hey, say hey to the people, honey.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, evening, wherever you're at in the
Yes,
world. Right?
definitely, definitely. So, I am going to send my guests a message. Um, and listen, so let me tell you a little bit about the guest that we will have this morning. And for those of you all that be watching the replay, that is fine. Welcome as well. And to my future followers and watchers, welcome. All right, so today's live interview, will be with Lindiwe. Lindiwe. I'm learning how to say her name. She is from South Africa, and we're going to discuss how life is with her being a realtor in South Africa. Yes, guys. Also, we're going to talk about investment opportunities. We're also going to talk about anyone who is interested in living there or renting in South Africa as well. All right, that is today's live interview. Bear with us, guys, because if you all are familiar, if you know, in South Africa, they deal with load shedding. So she did notify me and let me know that load shedding will be happening. So we're just going to kind of go with the flow. And hopefully she will be able to join us at some point. And again, just be patient and yeah, we'll do this. We'll do this. I see one person is in. Hey, let us know as you come in where you're watching from. We greatly appreciate it. We're in Florida. Yeah, sunny Florida. I call it bipolar weather because sometimes it's sunny, sometimes it's rainy. Just, yeah, you never know what you're going to get. Anything you want to say, hubby?
No,
Because
I'm just glad everybody could join us. You got other things you could be doing, but you spend a little time with us. So we appreciate that. And
yes, definitely.
yeah, that's pretty much it.
I am going to go ahead and do some announcements as we are waiting for our guests. And yeah, all right. So we're going to take a commercial break. All right, guys. So if you have not gotten your book, The Husbands I Thought I Found, go ahead and get a copy. What are you waiting for? It is a short read because I know that, us living in the West, we have busy schedules and sometimes we just don't have time to pick up a book and read. Like, I love reading, but I just don't have the time. So, because it's a quick read, it won't take you all day to read it, right? So, definitely support. This is how it looks, and this is how the back looks, just like this. Yep. All right. You can purchase at the Amazon, barnesandnoble.com, exebers.com. I will also have those details in the description box. And I'll try to also type that in as well up here so you able to see it. Also, guys, we have a store it's called Raw Rocka Styles. Definitely go over and support, guys. Let's support one another. So you can purchase one of these Juneteenth Freedom Day shirts. I have them in different colors. Um, not a whole lot of colors. I need to go back on there and create some more things. But we do have other things besides shirts that you can purchase. Just go on the website. Again, it will be in the description box. You can go on there and see, whatever items that you may like. Click on it, and it will be shipped directly to your home. All right. So, hubby, you're going to have to start talking and saying something while I type this in. Do you want to share anything or talk to the people? Tell them anything? I know you're pretty quiet, but yeah.
Okay, that's
We got to hold it down until
yeah.
our sis come on.
Yeah. So how everybody doing? I guess good. Since I don't see many people in the chat right now, but I guess
No.
they'll come in later.
Yeah,
But like I said
hopefully.
earlier, glad y'all here. Thanks for being here, and continue to stay with us, and we'll stay with you. We keep trying to bring different information to people that want to listen, people that want to know, because it's a lot amongst us that I found out that just don't want to know anything. They comfortable exactly where they at. They ain't trying to have no growth, and they can't hear nothing you saying. They don't even give a little thought about what you're saying when you try to reach them. But that's okay, because you can't save everybody. We'll just try to save those that want to be saved, because it's a lot of information out there now, and basically we have no excuse. The internet is here, just like we communicating without a middleman, somebody else telling us how we should think and how we should feel. We can go directly to each other, and yeah, there's books out there on different topics, and we just gotta unwind a lot of the stuff that's been plugged into our head. As far as us as a people. Because if you here in America, you went to the public education system and you just let that lead the way, then you don't know as much as you think you do. So my suggestion to everybody, just try to find out more information. I'm not telling you to become a professor on the topic, because I'm not myself, but just go out there and try to educate yourself. There's a lot of things that has been held from us on purpose, as far as like history and like how great of a people we actually are. They do not want you to know these things. They rather see us out here divided, talking down on each other, treating each other any kind of way, murdering each other, just doing everything itself, coming together as a people and trying to move ourselves forward as a nation itself. Because they'll talk about diversity and all these other things, but at the end of the day, the dollars that we create and have here are their dollars. We turn around, we earn the money, we turn around and give it right back to them. Mm-hmm. We invest in their businesses, whether it's Walmart, whatever store you go to. If you're buying Gucci, if you're buying whatever car you buying, you're giving the money right back to them. That's not our products. That's nothing we created. So our dollars don't really recirculate amongst our community. So we got to support each other, buy our own products, and just get to our creative nature. Mm-hmm. And we can do things that we just don't realize is possible, because we so busy. Everything is made easy here for us to just go out and buy it. So that's pretty much it that I got for right now to start off on that subject.
Very good. Yes, I think that is good information.
Yeah, because I'm pro-black. I ain't from the sugar coated. I love us. I love us as a people. I just wish, we could do better. Mm-hmm. Myself included, because I'm not without faults, but it's certain things, in particular. So just gotta be more involved with each other. Be more genuine too, because I found out that it could be a lot of people that they stand before you like they for you, and in the background they saying all kind of things about you, behind your back. Yep. Yeah, you know who you are if you that person. Right. And, and it's just it is wrong. Yep, I agree. That was very well said, honey.
So while hubby was holding it down, guys, I was trying to type as fast as I could. If you are not a person that likes to go online or whatever the case may be, and you don't mind, just you want to get on the phone and just order your things. Is your phone on vibrate? You want to go on over the phone, you can call. Here's the number here, and this is the extension. You put in that extension, you're able to purchase my book as well by phone. Also, here is the link here. You can get it on Amazon.com. Here's the link. You just click on the link and it should take you directly to my book. So you can purchase a copy of my book, guys. Also, you can get it at barnesandnoble.com. There is only one that I did miss, which was Exceivers. Honey, where you going?
Yeah.
Okay, hubby's coming back, guys. So I will also add that detail to here as well. All right, guys. So if you're just coming in, please make sure that you hit the like button, guys, so that we can have share this information with every and any and everybody. And this also give us motivation to continue to do what we're doing because it's not easy trying to get people to for us to interview because they are busy or they have other things going on or they think I think sometimes they think that I don't know that I don't have good intentions. I don't know. So it's just all kind of sort of reasons why sometimes I'm not able to get everyone on with us. And um, I always tell them all you have to do is look back at our other live interviews and you will see how we do our lives. And to be honest with you, um, I'm doing it for you all. I'm doing it for my people. And I'm doing it free. The only thing we ask is for you to support, whether it be our store or you purchase our book. Um, or if you want to donate, whatever the case may be. Other than that, everything is free. And the guests that I have on, I feel like it helps them as well advertise their business, what they're trying to do, and it gives you all information to visiting Africa. You don't necessarily have to live in Africa. Just go for a visit. Go for a visit, see for yourself, see how it is, see if it connects with your spirit or whatever the case may be. And the rest, I'm pretty sure will speak for itself. So I like to have people on. That of course like a lot of times the people I have on we have purchased from. Sometimes we'll have people on that we have not purchased from. Sometimes we will have just different titles, different topics. And I try to, when I have anyone that I'm interviewing, I try to make sure I pick set of questions that are custom to them. And also just kind of just our spirits kind of connecting. So I treat each live differently and individually. So I'm hoping that these lives are helping, and we know it is. And I'm hoping to have another guest on, actually a few guests on, that because we mentioned Africa and because we kept every now we then we see each other. We kept talking about Africa, and they actually have moved to Africa, yeah, before us. So we know that it's working, right?
Yeah, we
It's
actually touched
working.
somebody.
Yep, yep.
So
Actually, more than one person. So
if you get one person's job,
yep,
well done.
exactly, exactly. Oh, look, our sis is on. Lindiwe is here. Hello, sis.
I can't hear you.
Can't hear. Maybe see if your volume is up.
Okay, let's check.
Okay.
Or mute.
Maybe it's on mute. Let me see.
So I can hear you, but you're speaking really low.
Did you try to turn your volume up? Maybe.
Yes, I did.
Hmm. I don't know. What else could it be? You think? You want to come back? You want to leave and come back in? Maybe try that.
Oh, okay. How do I do that?
Just like get out of it again,
Oh, leave
and
studio. Okay.
re-enter again. Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. All right. She's gonna leave and come back, because she cannot hear us on her end. Excuse me, guys. I have allergies, and they are something else. So if you see me lean this way, I'm trying to move my nose,
Get together.
so I don't do it in front of you all and gross you out. But yeah, so we'll give her time to. She'll leave and come back. I mean, these are the questions right here. I know I didn't get a chance to kind of school you on it. He's looking to see how many questions I asked. I'm putting them out there. I'm putting them out there. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna look at my phone just to make sure she's not sending me a message. I'm online. Oh, okay. She just sent that one. Okay. Let's see, leave and come in. I'm just letting her know. Sorry, guys. I'm quiet. I'm just texting her. Please leave a comment. I see four people are on. Leave a comment in the comment section. Don't be shy. Let me know where you're watching from. All right. So, okay. So I sent her a message. So anyway, my nose, guys. So, yeah, so I hope everyone is doing well. Okay, all right, perfect. She's back. Okay, how do we sound?
Much better.
Oh,
Yeah,
perfect. That works.
that's good.
All right.
Problem solved.
So, okay, this is how you say her name now. We've been working on it. Lindiwe.
Lindiwe.
I said it right.
Lindiwe.
Lindiwe.
Way.
Way.
Yes.
Okay.
Lindiwe.
Lindiwe.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna
All
put
right.
Lindiwe. Okay, guys.
We learning.
Yeah,
It's a learning
yeah,
curve.
y'all know. Y'all know.
We're trying to cross that
Yeah,
Yes.
line.
yeah. No, no worries. I get that quite a bit.
My husband, Rodman, and
Hello.
this
Nice
is
to
the
meet
first time
you.
meeting
Nice
her,
to
and
meet
you
you.
already know me because we've been talking.
Yes.
And everyone, this is well, let's say it. Let's say it together.
Lindiwe.
Lindy Way,
Lindiwe.
and
Okay.
she. Thank you.
Okay.
She is South African, and she is a realtor in South Africa, and she is going to share with us. Of course, we have our list of questions, but she's going to share with us her life being a realtor in South Africa. And we plan on also sharing with you all how you can invest, how if you like to live in South Africa, whether it be rent or own. All right, we're going to also touch on that as well. All right, so how are you doing today, sis?
I'm doing so well. I'm doing very well. Thank you. How are you?
Good, good. I'm so glad that the day has come finally.
Finally.
How are the
I've been so laid back this entire time, not preparing until it was almost time. Then I started running around, setting up my laptop and stuff like that.
Me too. I was doing the same. Like when I look at the time, I was like, "Oh my goodness, it's time already."
Yeah.
It's been a long time in the making too, because I know she's
It
been talking
has.
about me
Def
for a while.
yeah, yeah.
Yes, I
Definitely.
have. I have. And so yeah, so sorry guys. I just wanted to see how she was doing and find out how's the family? How's the family?
The
Family good?
family is doing great. Everybody's home, so you're gonna hear noises here and there. I do
No
apologize for that
problem.
in advance.
No
Same here,
problem.
same here.
Yep.
You hear the dog barking occasionally. That's what we like to
Same.
The teens may come and be at the
asking questions.
so we
Not a
understand.
problem. Yeah.
All right, let's jump right into it. You ready?
Yeah.
Everybody ready? All
Yes.
right. So tell us a little bit about yourself and how long have you been a realtor in South Africa?
Okay, so first off, my name is Lindiwe. I'm a mom of two. I'm a wife, and by qualification and profession, I'm a financial analyst. But I do run a real estate business on the side for now. I do hope to make it full time, but for now, it's still a side hustle. But my main job is in finance. So I graduated at the University of South Africa with my financial degree and postgraduate. As you know, African parents and education. So I think I found myself in that situation because my mom was pushing and pushing and pushing, but I appreciate her so much for that. And during my second qualification, I started looking into real estate and what it entails. Even before that, we all had a moment where we were just scrolling Property 24, looking at all these mansions and suggesting all these renovations without a million in our bank accounts. And I feel like that's what made me fall in love with real estate. And then just started getting information and more on the business when I was doing my second qualification.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah. Congratulations on
Yes,
everything.
definitely,
Thank
definitely.
you.
Good job on your parents for keeping that push on you.
Yes.
Thank you. She kept her foot on my neck until I graduated.
Frustrated at times, like why?
Why?
And now you understand it's paying off in the end, right?
I appreciate her so much for the pressure. I do.
Wow. We've heard that. We've heard that though from quite a few, like watching videos and things like that about the African parents. Like, honey, they don't play.
So
My
now
mom is a school principal, so she's always leading people to education. She doesn't play about education.
Wow.
So
I
now you
love it.
gotta do the same thing to your kids.
Yep.
Put the
Well,
so easy, not so easy, huh?
I mean, to some extent, I feel like times are not the same.
Oh, it's not.
They
Yeah.
always say education is the key, but I think they might have changed the lock
Yeah.
because I know a whole lot of graduates that are struggling at this point.
Yes.
So
Definitely.
I don't think I'll push my children as much. I think it's
Right.
good to have that under your belt, but I
Right.
mean, there's other ways to make it.
Exactly. Yeah. A lot of people who graduated from college and they
Mm,
had all this debt and they
yes.
went through all of that and yet they're not even in the profession.
Well, when they come in, I think their level of income is just so low for the qualification that they have, and it doesn't make sense.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha.
Mm.
Exactly. And you look beautiful, by the way.
Thank you. I wanted to do my makeup so much, but then it
No,
was
I
dark.
love
We
it.
had no electricity.
Listen, I don't have on anything either. I love the natural.
Thank
Natural
you.
is beautiful. Um,
Yes.
it's on you now. Next question.
Okay, what inspired you to become a realtor? You kind of touched on that too.
Okay, so I can expand. It's quite a long story. I have a whole YouTube video on the journey. It's been a bit of like a rough journey. And like I said, I think with me, immediately after high school, I went to varsity because the only opportunities we had, you needed to have a qualification for. Like real estate was not really accessible for us. I tried and I tried, but no information was being given. So I think my inspiration came from just the love and appreciation for beautiful spaces and also just becoming a part of the journey of somebody's new beginning or somebody's change in their lives, just
Mhm.
making people's real estate dreams come true. I think that's why I fell in love with real estate.
Wow.
So now I know you said real estate was really not accessible to you. Like,
Yeah.
why do you think that is?
See, I had the whole idea of getting into real estate since 2015. But every time, the internet wasn't so popular. I don't know about you guys, but with us, the internet wasn't so well, it was, but like it wasn't as important. It wasn't life as it is now. So information about getting into real estate wasn't easily accessible. And I come from a very small town. Where everybody knows everybody. And if you're a real estate agent, you have to have known somebody to mentor you and guide you into the business. So I knocked on many doors and none of them opened. I remember printing about 8 CVs, and I went to all the real estate offices in my area and none of them took my CVs. I went back home with all 8.
Oh,
Everybody was telling me, no, it's a family business. No, I don't know anything. I don't have this information. Try next door, Even the agency principal, I got there one time and I was like, I'm looking for information on this, and here's my CV. And he was like, I don't know, I don't work here. Only to find out later that he's the actual owner of the business. He just wasn't he wasn't willing to give me the information. So it's been
wow.
tough. The market wasn't as open as it is now.
Wow. Isn't that something? Yeah.
Yeah, so I kind of parked a little bit, and I listened to my mom, and I went to school, and I just did life as we were supposed to.
Right.
So
Yeah.
when you started reaching out to these different people, is just people within your town, or did you have to go to other places to try to?
It was just agency real estate offices in my town. So I
Okay.
knew all the offices because I grew up there. I knew which corner had which office and which company was where. So I went to all of them. I printed all of them with specific company names to say, okay, this one is going to Remax, this one is going to RealNet, this one is going to, I customized the CVs to fit each company because I knew which real estate companies were operating in each area. So I did my research, but they were just not willing to give the information.
Oh, okay.
Now you
Yeah.
say you're from a small town. What part of is it Johannesburg or what part?
Ooh, it's far out. It's Broncospruit.
Bronco? Say it again.
Broncospruit.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
It should
Okay.
be BHS. The short for that is BHS.
So
BHS.
is that
Okay.
like big city or country type? What?
It's a very small city. I wouldn't even say it's a city actually. It's
Okay.
it's it's a I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but it's not like a city like Johannesburg. It's a
Okay.
very small town.
Okay.
Oh,
It
Gotcha.
has
okay.
about, I think, four or five suburbs in the area. It's not
Oh,
that big.
okay.
Oh, okay. So you probably
Yeah.
couldn't wait to get away when you got older.
Definitely. But the issue is we actually bought a house in the area. I don't know why we did that.
Right.
We
Wow.
found ourselves buying a house in the area. The house was beautiful though, but just the area is a bit, it's not too, like, it's not for somebody who's looking for growth. It's for somebody who wants an easy life out of the city, somebody who just wants calmness, no traffic, you
Okay.
know, just no noise. If you are maybe retiring, I would definitely recommend that place.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Awesome. Well, I'm just going to see who's talking in the chat. Tanya said, good morning. Good
Good
morning,
morning.
sis.
Good morning.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. And welcome everyone else in the chat. They're kind of quiet. I told everyone they can, send a little message. Let us know where you're watching from. But she's the first one that actually says something, but it's all good.
Yeah, it's still morning here. I don't know what is it like afternoon. When you
It's
start?
like almost 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Okay.
So it's pretty late. I'm sure it's really dark in here as well. I have a light just
No,
to
we can
add
see
on.
you really
We
well.
can
Yeah, we can see you really well. Have you lived in South Africa for a long time or what?
Yes, I was actually born here. I was born in Benoni Hospital in the East Rand, and I think I started life in Davidson up until the age of 4, and
Oh,
then we moved to Broncospruit, and then that's where I spent most of my, childhood and teens. And then for university, I moved to Pretoria because it was closer to school, and now we are in Centurion.
okay. So you've never left South Africa ever?
No, no.
not
Oh,
even to
okay.
visit other places.
No, we've been to Mozambique. Well, it's still in Africa, but like I
Right.
don't
But
know. It's
outside
a
of,
different. Yeah, yeah,
okay. Wow, that's awesome.
Mhm.
Okay, because sometimes we'll run into people that, they are South African, or not even just South African, just African in general, and they have visit, and you have some that have not. So
yeah.
we have not met any, I don't think, that have we met any that has, no, I think this would be the first time I've ever talked to someone who has not left. So that's awesome.
No, I
Um,
haven't. The closest I've been was going on vacation to Mozambique. I still don't feel like that's out of the country. Well,
right,
it is technically. Well, according to the borders, it is, but it just still felt like home. It
But
gotcha.
didn't feel like we left the country.
That's good.
but that's good. You haven't been corrupted by the
Exactly,
outside world.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So be careful what you want to go see.
Yes.
I actually have family in Washington. I've got an aunt that
Oh,
has
Oh,
okay.
been saying that we need to visit, but
Yeah.
we just haven't
oh,
come around to doing that yet.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Okay, yeah, that would
Wow.
be nice to go back and forth. Yeah,
Yeah, I would actually like that. I do plan on traveling. Not
Okay.
soon though. We still have
Yeah,
like
yeah.
small babies.
I say take your time. Take your time.
yeah. It's a lot of Black Americans in DC too.
Oh, yeah.
Is it?
Yes, yes. I
You
think the
been?
majority.
You been to DC?
No, but I know the
Oh.
population though. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and the history behind. Yeah.
Well, Tanya, again, thank you, sis. You're the only one communicating with me. Thank you. I'm in Chesterfield, VA, right outside of Richmond, VA. Can't wait to get to SA in January. Okay, awesome. You're
She on
going
her way.
January. Yes. So I'm going to be putting, periodically, I'm going to be putting Lindiwe information on the screen. So anyone is interested in seeing rental, not rental, you want to buy or invest, I'll put all of her details on here as well in the description box. Once everything is over, you can go over and take a look and contact her, and she'll take good care of you. I'm sure she will. Okay, so she's coming January. Awesome, awesome. All right, let's go ahead to the next question.
Which
Number
is,
four.
have you lived in South Africa for a long time?
No, no, no,
No,
we
wait a
already did
minute.
that one.
Okay, excuse me.
Number four.
Okay, can a foreigner buy a house or land in South Africa? If so, for how long can they own the home or land?
Okay, so yes, non-residents can buy homes in South Africa. There are just some laws that you need to abide by, like the Immigrations Act or the what's that other one? I think it's the Foreign Investment Act. There are quite a bit of legislations that are put aside to just guide the whole process, but you definitely can buy a house or land in the country, even if you're not even if you're not a resident of the country. And the ownership, there are no restrictions or stipulations in most cases with regards to how long you can own your home. So as soon as you buy it and you pay it off and you have the papers, you can own it indefinitely. But recently, there's been places like Midrand Waterfall at the moment where they are selling places for like about 99 years of ownership. And then after 99 years, you don't own the property anymore. And you do still find people buying into that. But as long as it is clearly communicated with whoever's signing the documents, it should be fine. So if
Oh,
there is a stipulation on the document, the agent really needs to communicate and make sure that you understand that stipulation before you sign. But in any other case, there are no restrictions.
oh, that's good to
Yeah,
know.
because we've heard different things like 50-year leases, 99-year leases, but
Yeah.
but you can renew and pass it on to your children if that's what you decide to do.
There
So
are stipulations like that in some areas. Those are normally like development areas where a company comes in and they build this beautiful place where you might want to just experience for a short while or maybe 99 years. I don't know the mindset of people that actually decide to buy something that is like a limited ownership, especially people who are saying they are investing for the future. But there are ways around it, I guess. Maybe people are not planning to live there forever. Maybe people are planning to still be a bit more flexible in terms of moving to other areas. I'm not sure. But normally it's these new companies that come in and they build beautiful spaces and then they just give you a 99-year lease.
Okay. Do you have any, like, have you heard of or came across any that may be longer than 99 years, or that's pretty much the
I think
mark?
99 years has been the max that I've heard of. I've heard of 20 years and 30 years, 50 and 99. So it depends on how long you plan on being there.
yeah,
Gotcha.
so make sure you pay attention to the details before you
Definitely,
sign.
definitely. Read the fine print on the documents before you sign. But in most cases, I think the agent will be fully aware and they will communicate that with you, even if you don't go through the document, but they will, because that is a very valuable piece of information. You don't want to find yourself in a position where you think you own the home and then years later your grandchildren are now faced with a situation where they need to move because the lease is up.
Yeah, because more
Exactly.
than likely that won't be your problem; it'll be theirs.
Hmm.
So,
But you don't want to leave them with that.
Right.
so
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. As a realtor, what areas in South Africa that you are over, and please give us a few that you cover. like areas that you cover?
Okay. So personally, I cover the areas that are within the radius of where I reside. That is Centurion, that's Midrand, and that is Pretoria East. But we're not limited as to which province we work in because I'm part of a very big team and
Okay.
we've got agents in all 9 provinces of South Africa. So if I've got a client that wants to buy in Cape Town, there is a contact for me within the entity that I'm working with that can assist the client in finding something that side. So we're not really restricted as to which areas we can work. But I personally, just because it makes sense in terms of viewings and just meeting the client, showing the client around, it makes sense for me to work closer to home.
Gotcha. Okay. So like if a client only wants to deal with you, what area will they be able to deal with you personally one on one?
That is Centurion, that's Midrand, and Pretoria East.
Okay. Okay. There answered my question. Yep, I told you, Tanya. Me and you had because she just asked the same question I was going to ask you next about what area. So great minds think alike.
Yeah.
All right, because I don't want to hold you either. I know you have a family too, so I'm just trying to get these questions down and then open it up for the people, and then we'll go ahead and show a couple of listings that you share with me.
All
Um,
right. No
what
problem.
is your process when it comes to showing property to your clients? What does that kind of look like? What's your process?
Okay, so from the moment somebody expresses interest in one of the listings that we have, they will make contact. And in most cases, we like to vet the people so we know who we're taking to people's houses. So there's either a link that I'm going to send with them with a questionnaire where they'll answer with their full names, surnames, email address, and where they currently reside and stuff like that. Then once we have all that information, in some cases you have homeowners who are like, before you bring somebody to my house, I need to know that they are eligible for financing with a bank. So they want a letter from the bank to say they have been pre-approved to get funding in case they are interested in this house. So in most cases we do ask for that as well. Once everything is done, then we plan a day and a time where we'll meet at the home for a viewing. So I normally like to batch my clients. So I'll make it like a mini open house where I'll say on a Saturday between 9 and 1, I'll be at this address and I'll have all the people that have showed interest in that property come through. And they'll come in, they'll grab a snack, they'll walk around, they'll ask questions. Then on their way out, they'll just grab a document with an OTP and my business card in it.
Awesome. Sounds good to me. You have any questions
So
with that?
you touched on something that caught my attention. The finance portion.
Yeah.
Um,
Yes.
what's like a typical term as far as like years and rates that you hear on a regular basis?
Okay. So in most cases, it all depends on your financial health or your credit score, as we call it. Um, Depends on how much you can afford. So with in my case, I've experienced about 20 years and in some cases 30 years. So with the 30-year option, you get to pay less on a monthly base, but you actually pay more in interest. So people normally opt for like a 20-year loan agreement. But in this instance, if you opt for like a 20-year loan agreement, I almost said lease agreement, 20-year loan agreement, then you will be paying slightly more. So then it would be very important for you to be in a very good financial standing so you can afford the bond repayments, especially with the always increasing prime rate.
Okay. What's like an average rate right now?
It all depends. It runs between 7% and 14%.
Okay. And that just depends on like years and credit.
It depends on credit. In most cases, it depends on credit. So
How do
regardless of whether you get a 20-year loan repayment system or a 30-year loan repayment, the interest rate is going to be unchanged because of your credit score. So your
oh,
credit score is the major driver for the interest rate that you get from the financial institution.
So it's the same as here. Sounds like.
yeah. So it's and as far as like the credit system or are our systems like
Connected.
connected or is it completely different? Do you know?
I'm not sure how yours works.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I'm asking like, because if I come there, I decide I want to purchase a home. You know,
Yeah.
they
I
want
think
to go.
with regards to the credit department, there is a separate division in the business that deals with that. So those are the people that will be able to give you all the information, and they will also know, they'll know which corners to go to make sure that you get the best interest rate that the bank can possibly offer you.
Okay.
Okay.
Do they extend, like, so I guess they will extend financing us, or is
They
it
will.
different? Will they extend the foreigners?
Oh,
Yes.
he
Oh,
wants
they
to know.
will.
I think if like okay, for example, like if you're uh South African there as opposed
Mhm.
to a foreigner, are the rates the same or are they different? Different.
I think the rates are different, not according to whether you are a resident or not. I think it
Okay.
just depends on each individual, on how they're standing financially, how many financial obligations they have per month, what's their income, is it a joint application, is it not? So I think it's a unique analysis with each individual. It's not necessarily to say that South Africans get preference compared to non
Yeah,
residents.
we've researched like other countries, and like you
You want
said,
lunch too.
like
And you need to go
uh
get you
residents of that particular country, they do get preference as far as like, rates and terms and percentages of how much they'll finance. We've seen that. So
Yeah, but if you come in and you are at a much better financial standing than the current South African resident, I think you would get preference because what they look at is the affordability, whether you will be able to pay back the money that you are taking from them, not necessarily where you're from.
yes, I think that's a better approach because
because
like
we
I've
ran
seen it,
into.
we've ran into like right off the bat, they'll give you here's the foreign rate, and
Yep.
here's the people of the country rate,
Yep.
Yeah, I
regardless of
think
what you just said.
Right.
yeah, I think the only difference though with non-residents is that there is a bit of an unfair down payment requirement. I think with South Africans, you can get the full loan. If the house costs 2 million, they can
Okay,
finance you 2 million. Versus if you are a
Okay.
non-resident, they will give you about I think 50% or 60%
that's what
of the loan.
I'm talking about. Yeah,
Okay.
that is what. Yeah, that's what. I guess that's because that's probably the norm for most
Yeah,
countries. I'm hearing that.
yeah.
A
I
lot.
think that's the only unfair advantage, unfair point. But with everything else, the rates and how they finance you, I think we're equal in that department.
So we need to adopt the South African family member.
Exactly. Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's one way to do it.
yeah.
As you can see, I told you, which I think I warned you that he has his own set
Yeah,
of
yeah,
questions. And he just kind of go with the flow.
yeah. No, it's not a problem.
Yeah, okay. And I know that you mentioned already about us foreigners being able to buy and house, buy land, and you did say we don't have to be residents to be able to do that, right?
Yes.
Okay, don't have to. I'm writing my notes too.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Okay, Heavy. Let me see. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm not being repetitious here. Hold on. Okay. Then right. Yeah.
Okay. Will buying land and or a home give us residency?
No.
Okay.
Plain and
No.
simple. No.
Okay.
Right?
Definitely not. I think you're gonna have to take the same process that everybody takes. I think you need to start with the temporary. I think residency is like citizenship in our books. You guys say residency, we say citizenship. So you need to apply for a temporary citizenship. I think it lasts for about 12 months.
Okay.
And you need to be in the country for a certain number of days to be considered a resident. And then there are like some police clearances and certifications that you need to obtain before they can give you the official document. So you can buy and own a home and still not be a resident in this country.
Got it.
Okay.
That's
So
good
then,
to know.
but they have you have a path to citizenship, like
I
permanent.
have a
Yeah, so, but they do have a path to like permanent citizenship.
yes, there is that option. So there are quite a number of people that are staying on a more permanent citizenship, and they were not born here.
Okay. We already answered one of the questions when you asked.
Okay.
Talk
All right.
about the percentages.
All right. Okay. I hit the fast forward button.
Yeah. Is it easy to find homes and or land in South Africa?
So subjectively, I would say yes, definitely. We are currently in a buyer's market where there is like a whole lot of stock on the market and not enough buyers. So finding houses is much easier in the current moment. But when it comes to land, I think that is very subjective because it depends. Like for the land to become an investment, it needs to be at a certain location. It's not just owning land anywhere that
Okay.
makes you a good investor. So I think finding good land is it's a bit tricky, but it's doable. But with houses, they are abundant. We have a
Okay.
whole lot of stock.
You could have a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
What
that's
do you
wonderful.
deal with? Do you deal with like commercial properties too?
No, I don't do commercial properties, but the
Okay.
company does. So if you are looking for a commercial property, there is somebody that I can refer you to within the team.
Okay.
All right. So now we're going to shift, guys. We're going to show you some properties that you may would like to invest in, and I'm going to share the screen. All right, here we go. And let's see here. Do I go to, okay, you might help me with this one. Wait a minute, what did I do? Maybe I should have practiced this before I got on here. Because it's not showing. Okay, I know you shared. Let me see. Is it here? Open. Are you seeing what I'm seeing right now?
Mm-mm.
Okay, perfect. Because I need I need a little time. I am
Yeah, it's asking us to.
install on. Oh, why is it doing this now? Let me see. That's weird. View the details. Because I'm going off of the link. I'm going off of the link that you sent me, but it has
Was it
taken.
supposed to be playing on the screen?
Huh? No, no, I don't want to play it yet, but I'm trying to one of the links that you sent me, I was trying to access it, but it's taking me to WhatsApp again. And
Mm.
I don't know why it's doing that. Let
Just
me see.
install the messenger.
The messenger?
Yeah, it's actually install the messenger first. But you sent it through
WhatsApp.
WhatsApp, correct? The link.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
So I have to install it.
yeah, install the messenger and then
Okay. I'm gonna
I
open.
can send it somewhere else. I have the link as well.
Oh, okay, that'll take me right to it.
Yeah, I think it's a YouTube video if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
okay,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
that'll
you
probably
did
be
send
it.
me one. I think you did send me one, right? With the
Yeah.
okay, let me see. I'm just gonna click. You all bear with me, guys. I am just strolling through my email, and we'll figure it out. I'll get it together. Okay, that's that one. I hate when it takes me. So how has your day been so far?
It's been so busy. We've been busy since the morning. There's another project that I haven't spoken to you about. I've decided to introduce interior design to the real estate business.
That
So
is
we're busy with a project. Yeah, we're busy with a furnishing project with one of the developments that we sold last month. So that's what we've been doing this entire morning.
oh wow, that's awesome. My daughter wants to do that. I actually have her in charge of something, so I'm
Yeah,
just waiting for her to you know, present it to me.
it's a very nice business to be a part of. It's a whole lot of work, but it's a nice business.
Yeah, but I think it always also will be fun if that's not working.
Okay.
All right, let me try something else. Let me try another one of the links. Yeah, I may need you to send me what the YouTube channel if you can one of you
Okay. So
email
I
it.
just sent it now on the private chat. Or
Oh,
do
you
I put it on the comment?
okay, hold on just a minute. Let's see. Let me go back. Okay, where did you put it? In the private. Okay. All righty. Thank you all for being so okay, that's not me. Okay, that's me. Why did it do that? Okay, that didn't work. That's a link. Wait, is that my link you sent?
Mm-mm.
No, Send me another one because I don't know. It's showing my link. It's showing
Okay.
me. I don't know why it's showing me.
Should I send it on here or on WhatsApp?
Can you email it to me? Is that possible?
Sure, yes.
Okay. Bear with me, guys. You all know I'm still new kind of to this. It takes some time to navigate these things. Um, but hopefully it'll all come together. Let's see here. I am trying to. Okay, this not working. Why isn't it pulling up?
Okay, sent.
Okay, you sent it to me. Let me check spam because I'm not seeing it. Bear with us, guys. Hey, in the meantime, while we are doing this, please make sure you put your chats. I mean, not your chats, your questions. Have those questions ready so that we can ask. Okay, here we go. I finally got it. All right. Let's see here. You're showing me. Why is it showing me? It's showing a video of me. The link you sent me.
Okay, let's try again.
I don't know why is it doing that? That is so weird. I want to let me see. How can I pull up mine? Yep, have those questions ready, guys. I'm hoping this work out so I can at least show you one of her listings. Or if you like to, I was gonna say you can open up. I don't know if you know how to do it. You can share it on your end, and I'll just let you in like I did with the live. You can do it like that. I don't know if you know how to do that though.
No.
Okay,
Let me email another one. I've got another one that's more recent.
okay.
I put it on the private chat as well.
Okay, let me go back. Let's see here. This is that's the result. Okay, that's it. Yes. All right. Now I got to do the sharing part. Okay. Was it invite? I think on settings. No. Hold on, guys. I'm going to get it together. I just have to remember how I shared the last time. Wait, that wasn't it. Was it this one? Yeah, I think that's it here. Share screen. And I think this is it. Okay. Do you see anything on your end?
Yes.
Okay. All right, everyone, here we go.
Hi there. My name is Tian. I'm a representative of the Plus Group. Now, welcome to IQ Arvada, located in Six Fountains Estate in the east of Pretoria. Now, this particular area has a residential count of about 2,100 people. And in 2022, this area has reported 141 new resident registrations, which makes this area extremely popular and an address to die for. So here in the estate of IQ Arvada, we have a range of different units, which range from 2 bedrooms to 3 bedrooms. But today we're going to have a look at the 3-bedroom. Hello and welcome to your new 3-bedroom home. See, now there is a couple of value-added features when purchasing a unit such as this. You'll receive a 5-kilowatt inverter solar panel system with a solar geyser attached to the unit, plus gas hob and electric oven included in the price. Now, this unit boasts a size of 194 square meters, which makes it an entertainer's dream. I mean, just look at the fabulous living area behind me. Another great selling point of this property is the fact that your outside area is built for entertainment. With full privacy of these high walls, you will not be entertaining your neighbors very much, but with high ceilings, it feels quite open and free. Plus, being South African, you get yourself an awesome braai. So now that we've seen downstairs, let's go have a look upstairs in your new home. So this is your upstairs landing area, and it also has quite a bit of much needed cupboard space. Now this area serves as a gateway to bedroom number 1, bedroom number 2, and your ensuite main bedroom. And right behind me is your guest bathroom. Now for the kitchen. And yes, it is obvious this house is made for entertaining your friends, because this massive island in the middle of the kitchen creates so much space for you and your friends to be social around the kitchen. But now this kitchen also has a lot of cupboard space and space for multiple appliances. And if I would have a look around here, this kitchen is worthy of a master chef. So there you have it, your brand new 3-bedroom, 2.5 bathroom house with a double garage. Now here at IQ Arvada, you can always feel at home with the Plus Group. So contact your nearest agent for a viewing and more information.
All right. So that was
Yeah, that was
nice.
beautiful. That was
Yeah.
beautiful.
I like that home.
I'm ready to move in. I'm ready to
It's available.
send me the document.
Greetings. Ryan, Rodman, can you pronounce the name?
Sarkozy.
Okay.
Let me know if I pronounce that right.
Yes.
I need to learn. So
Welcome from South Africa. He said, welcome, welcome. All right. So Lindiwe.
Lindiwe.
Oh my
Lindiwe.
goodness. I'm gonna have to come up with a nickname.
Just say Lindy.
in the mirror and practice that.
Yes.
I think Lindy will be easier to remember.
Okay, sounds good to me. Lindy, something like this, how much would something like this cost?
Okay, so you've got two options. You've got the 2-bedroom and the 3-bedroom. So they both have 2.5 bathrooms actually, because there's a guest bathroom downstairs. And then the 3-bedroom comes with a double garage. The 2-bedroom comes with a single garage. So for the 2-bedroom, you're looking at 2.2 million rand. And for the 3-bedroom, it's a 2.8 million rand.
Can you do the conversion? We want to do
That's rand, people, not dollars.
Yes, we're gonna try to do the conversion. So it was hold on. Let's get his calculator out so we can give it to you all in US dollars, because I do have a lot of people from the States that are watching. So while he's working on that, anyone else want to say hello in the chats to us? Let us know, what did you think about this beautiful home? My favorite part of this video was the bathroom. I love the bathroom.
They're pretty spacious. The mirrors, the lighting.
Yes. That's
I
like
understand.
best friend.
I would say my favorite is the kitchen. I love to cook. I like spending a lot of time. Yeah.
Next, the kitchen. Okay, he has. This is for the 2-bedroom. What's the price, honey, in US dollars?
$113,101.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in the chat. USD dollars for this was the 2-bedroom. How many baths?
2.5 bathrooms.
Okay.
And 2.5.
Did that one also have a 2-car garage, or?
So the 2-bedroom has a 1-car garage, but you have ample covered parking spaces.
Mm.
So if you've got 2 cars, the other car can just park in a carport somewhere in the estate.
So is this like a gated community, or how is it set up?
Yes, it's a gated community. You've got 24-hour security at the gate. You've got controlled access. Nobody can just come in and knock at your door. They need to call you from the gate and let you know that somebody's looking for you, and you need to then authorize them to go in.
Oh, nice. Someone asks, how's the neighborhood like? This particular
It is. It's actually one of the most sought after locations in Pretoria. It's prime real estate. So the estate is it houses quite a number of high end real estate, and I think it's one of the best estates in Pretoria, in my opinion. So it's a very good neighborhood. The people are friendly. It's always clean. It's just a beautiful ambiance just being there.
Okay. I'm not gonna be able to pronounce it.
Coach John, you think? Lindiwe, what you think?
Yes. How can you?
I mean, if I was to use South African accent, I would say Kojane.
Kojane.
Kojane. Yes.
What you said,
Yes.
you know better than I do.
I might be wrong.
You did better than we do.
Exactly. We're on the live. Come on, son. All right, put it on in the kitchen. I'm sorry. See my team. Put it on the kitchen.
It's okay.
He fixed the hamburger, and we're on live.
We got the parents and YouTubers all in one.
I'm surprised mine haven't walked in here.
They're doing great, better than our teen. Okay, so the 3-bedroom. Can you give us that number again? He's gonna look it up.
Okay, so what did I say the price for the 2-bedroom was?
2.2 million.
Okay, so the 3-bedroom is 2.360.
Oh, not that far.
So it's 2360, and then
2360. Got it. All righty. I'm gonna put it in the chat. That's it.
No, I did something.
Okay,
wrong,
hold on.
I know it's not less. I did upcoming 2.360.
yes.
Okay. $121,326.78.
That's the 3-bedroom. 3-bedroom,
So
2-bath, or
2.5. So you've got 2 full bathrooms upstairs, and you've got a guest bathroom downstairs.
okay. Awesome.
So for what is that?
So this is the price in US dollars. That's
So
not
for
bad at all.
what is it, about 8,000 more? 8,000?
That's the difference. I'm letting you do the math, honey.
You get an extra bedroom and an extra garage, bigger space.
Yes.
All right.
I would opt for the 3 then.
Yeah.
That's the case.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what most people go for, the 3-bedroom.
Because that's not what. Yeah.
And it's 4 of us, so
it's about
$8,000
difference. Yeah. So
there it is,
It's not
guys.
that bad, is it?
That's a good price.
Yeah.
And like you said, I did like the kitchen too. Now, me, on the other hand, I don't like to cook. It takes too long, but I have to cook because I have a family. I
Yeah.
like to bake.
Oh, okay.
So, and I like to watch my husband in the kitchen cooking.
I have to put on like a waiter's outfit.
That is a perfect combination.
Like to sit back on the sofa with a little bell ringing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
No.
Sounds like something out of a movie. I like that.
Monday through Friday, I cook, and the weekends he cooks. So
that is such a great arrangement. I don't even remember the last time my husband cooked.
Really? Okay. We're gonna have to have Heavy on one day.
Listen, I won't corrupt doing this Western.
I will.
You keep doing what you're doing. Y'all been married how long?
We've been married 6 years. We've been together 13 years this year.
Okay, it's working. Don't do anything different.
I mean, I would alter a couple of things, you know. Like I would like to sit on the couch with a glass of wine and just have him cook dinner, but
listen, we got to stop you from talking to us then. We like bad influence over here.
You like wine. I like wine too. Yeah,
I do.
I like wine. It's just mellow, calm.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Are you a sweet wine drinker, or like you like it dry?
A very sweet wine drinker. I don't like the bitter ones.
I knew you were my sister from another mother. I knew it. I
agree.
I like
it too. Yeah.
Sweet. Yes.
I tell you what, I'm caught up on this price over there because like What do you think that would cost you? A similar.
Ooh. All right, put in the chats for my my
And plus,
people
you
who in the
said,
states. How much you think 3 bedroom, 2.5 bath would cost in the states?
and that's like
Write it
a.
in the chat.
You said that's similar to like an upscale neighborhood too, right?
Mhm.
Yes, it's a very good neighborhood.
That would be $1 million. I
Yeah,
think so.
I would say $1 million. All
I
right,
think
put
so.
in the
I
chat. What
think
do
you
you
would
think?
be
Really?
close. Yes. I
Sure.
think I would say between $600 to $1 million for that same.
All right, guys, put it in the chat. What do you think that price would be in the states, in Florida, in the United
I would
States?
actually love to know that.
Yeah, see how everything is inflated
Oh,
over
it
here.
is. It's crazy.
Yeah. And
So
we're over here complaining about these prices.
yes.
I'm
So you
telling
sure
you.
you want to come?
Exactly.
With that said, I'm not even exaggerating.
Yeah. Like,
Look
for
up
real.
listings over here
Yep.
and put the similar square footage and the 3-2.
Matter of fact, we should
and
send
you'll see
her.
for yourself.
We should send her the listing so she could see.
Yeah,
I would actually really like that. I'd like to have a look at that.
yeah,
It's
it can
crazy.
be tough over here.
Like the apartment we brought in Zanzibar, we
Mm.
paid 48,000. Over here, oh gosh, how much you say for
that
by
close
the water?
proximity to the beach, you
Oh.
definitely.
You're looking.
Okay. So what kind of establishment is it? Is it an apartment? Is it a 2 bedroom? What do you get?
We have a 1 bedroom, but they have studios. They have one bedroom. They have 2 bedroom. They have 3 bedroom. They have villas.
homes.
They have a little bit of
There's
everything.
a shopping center there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just it's like a what do you call it? Master plan.
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And it's in if they call it Fumba Town in Zanzibar.
We couldn't afford that here.
No. Nope.
It's just no way. It's
A
just no.
similar establishment costs about twice as much in America.
Oh, probably triple.
Yeah. I would go with the triple.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Especially considering that is new construction.
Mm.
I need to get like a renovation, fix it up
Mm.
like that, and it'll be like more reasonable. But
Not a whole lot.
Construction,
Not a
master
whole
plan
lot reasonable
community,
either.
there are no breaks. There are no breaks.
Nope.
Yeah, I think apart from just pricing, we all have similar complaints when it comes to new constructions. They don't negotiate for nothing.
Yeah.
They charge what they charge because they build these beautiful homes with modern finishes. So that's what sells the property. So if they say this is the price, this is the price.
So so there's like no because I know here they'll do like pre-construction discounts. You get in before they even break ground on the place.
Yeah. So what they do is they'll do the pre-pricing before they start building. So if you buy it off plan before you actually see the finished product, then you'll get it for about 50,000-60,000 rand less. And once you start seeing the actual construction, then the price will go up with 10,000 rand. And then as they finish the phases, it goes up. Yeah. So if you buy at the end of the project, you actually buy at a more expensive price than you would have had it been off plan.
So that's the similar game across the world, huh?
I think so. Yeah.
Let's see what our brother says. Sir said, but she used a Zulu accent. I think. It's how you say it?
Sotho.
Sutu.
Kochane. If it's Sotho, then it's Kochane. If
That's Zulu.
That's Kochane is a Sotho accent.
Oh, okay.
So you speak Zulu?
So I'm Xhosa.
Xhosa. Okay.
Xhosa, yes.
AOSA.
XHOSA.
XHO. Okay.
Yes.
So how many languages? So you only speak one language, or you can?
I speak quite a number of languages.
Wow.
I think you're forced to because it's such a diverse area. So you meet a whole lot of different people who speak different languages. So you tend to adapt. Every time you spend a couple of days or even just minutes with somebody that speaks a different language, you catch on to it and you get to learn a thing or two. So there's no way that you can just speak 2 languages.
Wow. We're really dummies over here. We only know one language, English.
I mean,
English.
Even like in the school system, they start off teaching multiple languages.
Okay, so when I was in school, it was just English and Afrikaans, but now they've introduced more languages as first additional languages. So they've introduced Zulu, Sotho, I think, and another one, I'm not sure, but it's three Nguni languages that they introduced to the system. So you're not now forced to do Afrikaans as a first additional language. You can choose your home language to do in school. So they've recently introduced that, I think about 4 or 5 years ago.
So, for example, like the colleges, because I definitely, when we go visit, I would like to take my daughter on a tour on one of your colleges in South Africa. Do they offer any of the local languages as, one of the studies?
Yes, yes, they do. I do have a friend who studied linguistics. She had Sepedi as part of her modules, which is a language. Yeah. So
Okay.
they do. Yes, you do have that option. It depends on the course though, because her course was mainly for languages.
Mm.
So she was there to study languages.
That's good
Okay,
because
that's
they
good.
like ain't no diversity in language here.
Mm-mm.
It's English or nothing, and that's how they want it.
Yeah.
They don't want you
But
to.
do you have other people that speak something else apart from
Yes,
Italians and
we have people. I mean, there's a lot of there's diversity overall, but I'm saying like as far as in the system,
Right.
mm,
they want you to speak the one language, and they don't put an effort into trying to teach you anything else.
Like they have
mm,
Spanish,
Like it's
French.
their way or no
But
way.
yeah.
yeah.
If you
I
learn
think it was
another language, you have to do it on your own.
Yeah, I think it was very similar with us. It was just English and Afrikaans before. But now even with the forms at the bank, if you have to fill something in, you can choose which language you want to fill, which language you're comfortable in. It's only recent changes. Before it was just English and Afrikaans.
Right, right.
So
I
now it's a bit more inclusive.
exactly. I know why. I don't think I want to touch on that right now because
Okay.
we're supposed to be
Yeah.
talking.
Let's not.
But there's a higher plan at play on
Yeah.
that. So
Y'all gonna get him started.
yeah.
All right. So Sir says yeah, an originary or yeah, I can't even talk today.
An ordinary South
Yes,
African
thank
can speak
you.
about 3 to 4 languages.
Oh my
He's
God.
right. He's absolutely right.
It's just amazing. Now, what is the one that they go like
Xhosa.
That's
Kosa?
Tulsa.
That's what your
Xhosa. Yes.
language. Oh, say some cat. Can you just say one thing? One thing to me.
So we need a whole sentence.
Yes,
Though,
a
not
sentence.
one
Yeah,
word.
that's true.
What would you like me to say?
Say whatever. You can talk about us badly. We wouldn't know anyway.
I don't think you would do that.
Just say something.
Shoot, I don't know. Every time I'm put in this position, I never know what to say.
Just let it come. Just let it come out
Yeah,
natural.
yeah.
Whew. I wanted to say something a little complicated.
Go ahead. It's
We,
fine.
we won't know better anyway.
Ooh. No, nothing comes to mind. Just tell me
No.
what to say and I'll just translate the sentence.
Okay.
Okay.
Talk about your kids.
Just like hello, how are you doing today?
Okay.
Something along those lines.
Okay, that's
Nice to
Molo
meet
Ninja.
Wait,
Huh?
hold on.
Okay. Molo Ninjani. Ndiyavuya ukunazi today. Namhlanje.
Oh, okay. Okay, sounds great.
But I didn't hear the
It's okay. Let me try a different sentence.
okay.
Mhle uThixo ngamaxesha onke.
Ah, that is
That means
amazing.
God is great at all times.
Oh, I
Okay,
love
okay,
it.
yeah, I like that. That
Wow.
was a good one. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I
And you
wanted
can
to involve.
actually hold an entire conversation with adding.
Oh yes, you have to. You know, in the family, you've got these uncles that do not compromise. When we have family gatherings, you're not just gonna get there and greet them in English. You're going to go back to your roots and you're going to speak like how they raised you.
Wow.
So there's no way that you can forget your home, your mother tongue.
That's amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Because I also watched a few, South African movies, and when I hear it, I'm like, oh, they did it. I get so
Yeah.
excited. It's amazing.
Yeah. I went to watch the latest Wakanda movie, I think about 2 weeks ago. And they
Uh-huh.
speak a whole lot of Xhosa and Zulu there.
Oh
But
wow.
if you speak the language, you'll notice that this is
Yeah.
not how we sound. But
Oh,
I appreciate the effort though. I like that they tried.
oh, yes, definitely. All right,
Yeah.
sir. Hi, sir. Listen, I have not forgotten you. He has a lot to say. I love it. Thank you. Keep it coming. Is that the only area you work at Pretoria East, or are there other areas as well? Yeah, we talked about that, but if you want to say it again, you can.
Yeah. I work in Midrand in Centurion because I'm based in Centurion, but I also work in Midrand, Waterfall to be exact, and then I work in Pretoria East as well.
All right. Hope that answers that question. And he has another one. Does she specialize in a specific type of homes? Huh, that's a good question.
Not really. So I do standalone homes in a open area. I do gated community homes. I do apartments. I do townhouses. I do duplexes, multi-story homes. So not really a specific type of home. Whatever the client requires or whatever is on the market at the moment, we are able to sell that.
So you have like, I'm coming in late, sorry, but like say like multi units.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
definitely I do. I do.
Talked about that. She's gonna mess up here. I forgot to tell you.
Oh, okay, okay.
She'll send us a listing later on. All
There's
right.
one that I would like to show you, but I don't have a link to the video. I think it's just in my draft. So as soon as I edit it, I'll just send it to you.
Okay, sounds
It's a
good.
multi-story home. It's a very beautiful home in a great neighborhood in Pretoria East as well.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Sounds like Victoria East is the place to be.
Pretoria East is a very nice place. So it's one of the nice places. So the areas in which I work, I think the prime location is Pretoria East. It's Waterfall in Midrand and Midstream in Centurion.
Nice. Wow, all these fancy names. I love it.
Mhm.
Hey,
Yeah.
sis Yellow. Welcome, sis.
Hello.
Hello there, family. Glad to be here. Talk to my first cousin who is there in South Africa now, having the time of her life, as she said. Awesome. So, definitely when this is over and as we are talking, I have been putting Lewinde.
Lindy,
You call you Linda, right? Okay, that's good.
perfect. Yes.
I'm chopping up
You
your
can say
name.
Lee.
Then you can contact her. There's so many ways to reach her. So if your cousin's there and interested, she can show her around without a problem.
Yeah, I've seen. I mean, the homes I've seen
Oh,
in
gorgeous.
just
Oh,
the country itself. Like, if I visit, I want to be in a place where I don't have to come back.
I know, right?
I can just
Yeah, yeah,
stay
right.
forever, not be a visitor.
Yeah. One of the houses you sent me, I've not gotten over that one.
Yeah, that would be tough to just up and leave
That
for
house.
me.
Which one is that? Which one is that one? Is it the one that we had a look at now?
No, it was a while back. That you
Oh,
sent us.
With the
It
swimming pool
with the
now.
swimming
Yeah.
pool, and it had like the little tiki area. Oh my gosh, listen, that house. I was like, "Man, can we just sell everything and go right now? I don't even have, I could just stay there, like just stay at the home. I don't have to
Yeah.
get out, I don't have to leave at
yeah.
all. It was like vacation every day. That home was
It's
I
still
feel I feel like part of the reason why I enjoy real estate so much, apart from just coming across people on their different walks of life, is just the beautiful spaces. You get to see what else life has to offer. Because most of the times you're like stuck in your own space and you feel like this is it. So with real estate, you get to go out there, you get to interact with people, you get to see how people are living. And that's actually kind of an inspirational
yes,
point for me. It teaches me to dream again. It reminds me that a lot is still coming. There's still a
yes,
lot more to work for.
I agree
yeah.
So that's what I
completely.
appreciate. How you feeling right now about that home? I feel like that all the time when I have to walk in and do a viewing.
And like the
So it's
thing,
the
we don't get much information about Africa at all here.
is
And
it
just we don't get to see what you showed us.
No.
Like
Yeah.
some people will be absolutely shocked to see that
Mhm.
because
Really?
they
Some
put
of
this
them-
bad image
Mhm.
out.
Mhm.
Hey, I know. I saw this guy on Twitter once. He put water in an envelope and he's like he's sending it to Africa because there's no water here.
They think
So I
that
realized then
have
that the
food.
image is not good.
They think you don't have food. I've had
Listen.
somebody say, "Do they have food?" And I'm like, "Yes, they have plenty of food."
There was like I don't watch as much TV as I used to, for obvious reasons. But like I saw a commercial, and they never really show commercials about Africa. Like you,
Not like that.
never.
Not like
And
that.
the one commercial that pops up is like a some kind of hospital boat that I couldn't figure out the name that they send over there where they care for people that's like sick and disabled, and they showing the children, you know, in an unhealthy condition. And I'm like, out of all the commercials that show, that's the one y'all pop up with, you know. So
So
that
no,
stuff
yeah,
that affects that, you know, we see that here, we see everything else, you know, so beautiful with other cultures, other people, you know, who the people I'm talking about. And they always showing themselves in a bright light. Then they squeeze us in there, and that's what they have to show to the people.
yeah. So I think yeah. I think with those commercials, normally what they do is it's just to raise awareness, to remind us that there are still people who are living like that. There are still people who need help from you if you are able to provide that helping hand. That is the reason behind them creating commercials like that. But I don't like the fact that they make that the sole view of what Africa
And they
is.
make it like it's the whole.
They don't. They
You know what I
they
mean?
don't show it. They don't show the continent in the other positive light.
Yeah, I think
There
I think
is no positivity to it whatsoever. It's all
that is so sad. It's so sad because South Africa is such a beautiful place.
yeah. They show it as like it was a humanitarian crisis. That's the starting point. Not the beautiful homes you're showing us.
But the great thing is that mainstream media is falling off. Like the internet is taking over now. So you choose what you're exposed to. What you see about Africa is what you choose to see about Africa. So you can just do your own research and see what South Africa has to offer. You don't really need to just sit there and be controlled about what they choose to put on your TV. You can just go on your laptop and search for information.
But the thing is, because the mind has been so brainwashed, it's not a thought to even do that. You know, to even go to YouTube,
they won't even try
and type it. You know what I'm saying? So unless they hear it from us, like for example, YouTube, or I even have business cards where I'm actually handing them out to people who look like me. Also, I also go off of my spirit because not everybody needs to go to Africa either. I am learning that seriously. So I literally have to hand it to them and have these conversations with them one-on-one. Other than that, they will not do in their mind, go to the internet. Okay, well, let me look up Africa. No, they're not going to do that because the mindset, it's been planted already.
Yeah.
And we will go everywhere else except Africa. Believe me when I tell you that.
Yeah.
Italy, anywhere in Europe. I'm just saying it's just not even a starting point.
It's crazy what they've done with the system. It's totally crazy.
It'll unwind though, just like you said, because of the internet and the information being put out there, and they got a realization on it too. That's why they try to flag certain things, censor it, trying to control it, but it's out the box now. Ain't no time.
But is it I've heard about that whole situation, but I didn't think it was bad to the extent that you guys are mentioning right now. I really just thought people were being ignorant, especially with social media posts about sending water to Africa or just throwing an apple hoping it will land in Africa and feed somebody. You know, so I just thought it was plain ignorance. I don't think you would create a video like that if you don't have knowledge or information of what you are putting out there. I didn't realize it was to this extent. I just saw it as ignorance and I just left it at that. I normally don't interact with things like that.
Yeah, that's why it's good for for us to talk to you from there and you to talk to us, because we get perspectives. because like I said, they won't. This stuff won't be clearly put out there unless you go look.
Mhm. Unless you go looking for it, yes.
Yep, exactly. And then you do have some that are ignorant, but they're
Oh, yeah,
ignorant to the
absolutely.
point where they'll put these things out there and they've never been.
Mm-hmm. They just
Oh,
do
they've
it.
never even done research as to what the place has to offer. They just go off of what they've seen on TV and
Exactly.
they
And
create content on that.
yep,
That's crazy to me.
exactly. Exactly. All right.
Mm.
Man K, welcome to our channel. What's the rates brisket for that Pretoria area?
Okay, I don't understand the
Maybe
question.
talking about interest rates on
Are
loans,
you
maybe.
are
Or
you talking about interest rates on loans or exactly
overall home
what?
prices.
Just come back and let us know.
Yeah, I think with interest rates, it doesn't depend on the area. It depends on your your credit score, or your financial standing.
And you said it was, I bet, 7 to 14%, right in there.
Yeah,
Okay.
somewhere between those numbers.
Oh, that's for you, Lindiwe. That question.
That question's for you.
Do you know any Xhosa tongue twisters? Yes, I do, but I can't think of anything right now. I don't know why I've got a mental block. I can't think of any. Oh, okay. There's one that I saw on Twitter the other day. This lady was like, what did she say? Olani uqale nini uqaphela iqhakuva apha emqolo kutsho ugqirha.
Oh
That
wow!
was
Now
impressive.
that
Okay.
definitely, and it flows
Mhm.
like nothing.
So you got a little snuff. You need that glass of wine. Then then
Right.
you have all kind of tongue twisters. Then, right?
Oh man, that was. Well, what did you say? What did you say just now?
I don't even think that the sentence is a
Was-
relevant sentence. It's just that it's a tongue twister. It says
Okay.
the guy's name is Xolani. The doctor is asking him when he started noticing the pimple on his back. So it's
Oh,
not really a sentence that holds sense. It's just a
gotcha.
tongue twister.
Wow.
They just took all the HX words and put them in one sentence. Yes, it creates a sentence, but it's not
Right.
really a sentence that you would use on a regular or
Yeah.
Yeah. She had the clicks going. I heard
Oh
them.
yeah.
I heard more than
I
when it
heard
was
the clicks and
going.
heard yes, yes. It was amazing. Sir says, here you go. That's for you.
Yeah. Okay. He tested.
Yes, he is.
Okay, iqhaqha liqhakazisa kuqhaqhaqa. I think he wanted to say uqhoqhoqho.
Oh my goodness, I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you, sir. You listen, he put you to the test.
He put me to work. I'm thirsty after that.
All right. After that.
Her YouTube channel, guys, is Life and Real Estate. So make sure that you check her out, guys. Listen, you can leave, go over right now, hit that like button, guys, subscribe right now, and then you can come back. Show her some love. All right. And also, she's on Instagram. This is her Instagram. You can follow her. I love when she does her Instagram and then when she does her vlogs. It's just she put everything together so nicely. So definitely check her out on Instagram. If you don't have an Instagram account, as Sir said, then you can get one. It's free. He said he found you on YouTube. Thank you. I don't have IG. Get on IG. Get on IG. All right. Also, guys, you can contact her. This is her office number. I will post her cell phone. But listen, if you can try your very best to not drive her crazy on her cell phone, hit her up on her the office and she will get back to you. Okay. You can also email her. You know, if for whatever reason she doesn't get it, just try again because load shedding does happen. So she may have missed it or whatever. The internet may be down. You know how it is. All right.
That's a bad word. She didn't want to talk about it.
What? Oh well, I was just letting them know, letting the
She
people
wanted-
know, letting the people know that she's not ignoring you. I promise. All right. So the next one is hold on, we moving right along. Do you know of any? Okay, no, we already did that one. How is hold on, let me read this first. Make sure I'm not being repetitive. Okay. How is life in South Africa being a realtor? And do you deal with any type of racism? If so, please do explain.
Okay. So generally, I would say life is good in South Africa. Our country does have its issues. I'm not saying it's perfect. We are going through stages of load shedding, so there's a lot to complain about. But generally, life is good. With racism, unfortunately, it forms a part of a huge part, in fact, of like our history, and it's not something that's just gonna fade away. We still come across people that are very, very racist. I just choose not to make it the center of my life or my business. So if I see or I spot racism, I move away from it. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't take it upon myself to educate people. I feel like if that's what you are, if I find you like that, I'm going to leave you right where you are.
That's
I'm
right.
not going to take it upon myself to try and educate you or move you from that place. I'll just leave it as it just for my own sanity.
Right.
I feel like we were subjected to racism since the first grade with school. So we've been dealing with it for quite some time. I'm done with it. I avoid it at all costs, but it is unfortunately a part of, our lives.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
we share
The same.
some similarities in with that. We've been dealing with it for a long time, and
Yeah.
some just choose not to see it, even
Right.
though it's right there on the surface.
Mhm.
Um,
Mm.
honestly, I used to think that it would change like in a real drastic way. I know it's not gonna go away altogether, but change
Mm.
in a big way. If I'm just trying to say, if the older white people start dying, the younger ones would know better, right? That's what
Yeah.
I used to think until I started realizing, well,
They
they're teaching that in the home.
Yeah.
So
That's what they know from home. Yeah.
they learning it in the home at an early age, and then it's
Yeah.
just continuing from there. So
Yeah.
I, like you say, we just learn to deal with it, maneuver around them, see them
Yeah.
come and avoid them, and sometimes when you can't avoid them, you got to deal with it. But
Yeah, I've dealt with it since the first grade. The school that I was in was majority white people, so it was a lot to deal with. I feel like I was just put through it from an early age. I'm tired at this point. So if I find you there, I'm gonna leave you there, and I'll just continue with my life just for peace. And I try to keep my children out of situations like that. I'd much rather pay for the most expensive school just to have them in a more equalized environment rather than put them in a school similar to us where they'll be
right,
subject to racism and stuff like that. So it's a huge project, even a huge problem. Even in real estate as a business, you do come across clients that just choose not to work with you or don't even want to speak to
based
you
on that.
because, yes, just because of your skin color. I've had a client once who appointed me to sell their home on a dual mandate with another agent who was Caucasian. And I found a buyer for the home, but the mistake that I made, I think, was to give the owner the OTP with the buyer's number on it, because he then took the numbers, gave it to the other agent to call the client to strike a deal with the client, not knowing that, I build business relationships with my clients. So if anything happens, they are going to communicate with me and let me know that, hey, someone called me and they said ABC. So as soon as they said that, I stood up for it. In that instance, unfortunately, I had to face it. But in most cases, I do avoid it. So yeah, you are exposed to quite a bit of, situations, even in your business, that have to do with racism.
Yeah,
Wow.
they just don't know when to stop. Like,
Yeah, I don't even expect them to stop, to be honest with you. I am not hopeful in this whole situation.
Oh
So
no.
I lost all hope
Oh
on that
no.
part. It's like you've been winning against us as a people for so long. You don't know when to stop. Like it's got to come to a point where it's over.
Yep.
But we got to force it. We got to make it to be over because they're not
mm,
willing to do it on their own.
Mhm.
They're
mm,
not
mm.
gonna
Yep.
Wherever I sense it, I leave. Even in shops, you get racially profiled. Whenever I sense any of that, I'm out. I'd much rather not get whatever it is that I was there to get. I'll
Exactly.
find alternative options, but I know there are certain places right now where I would personally not walk in there because my previous experience made me feel like I wasn't welcome here. I'm not gonna go there and be like, "Hey, listen, this is a free country. I am coming to eat here." Whether you like, I'm not that person.
Right.
Yeah,
Like if I don't feel welcome, I pack my things and I leave.
Exactly. Yep.
that's why a lot of who I am now. I just target us. I try to embrace us. If I can hand my dollars to you versus
Right.
them, that's what I'm trying to do on purpose.
Yeah, I think we all do that. We're very conscious when it comes to supporting Black business.
Yeah, yeah.
But see, the
Mm.
beauty for what we can see is in Africa, we'll see more of us as opposed to here. We don't see a whole lot of us that are in control. We own different things.
There's advantages and disadvantages.
No, I'm just letting her know kind of from our world to
But
where she's
strength is in the number of people. I mean,
in Africa.
especially
But
here. If
I don't think so. I feel like in some instances here, I do find myself in a situation where there's less of people that look like me and more of
Mhm.
other people. So it just depends where you are. The
Yes,
unfortunate thing about South Africa,
not so much South Africa, but I
just
mean
overall,
in
you are the
general.
overwhelming majority without a doubt.
Right.
okay,
Like
okay.
here, like I don't know how far that benefits you. You can speak more to that than I could. But here, if that was the case, this place would be completely. It would put it this way: we can affect change in a way that we just can't now, because we would change laws, which is the number one, way to change. Because we would affect politics. We would affect who's sitting in the chair making the decisions.
Yeah.
We can't do that yet. No matter how good as an individual, how successful you may be, as a whole, our people, we are at a disadvantage.
Yeah. No, I hear that.
We are not first class citizens yet. Don't let nobody tell you. Don't let nobody see how much success Oprah Winfrey. I know she's done big things in the company.
Yeah.
She still got handlers. She cannot move. She cannot move and say things a certain way.
Yep.
Without them getting involved and checking her.
Yeah.
Putting their foot on her
And
neck.
that goes for everybody.
Yep. So true.
So
That's crazy. I think I was telling you the other day that I really want to look into your history as a country. I know the basics, but I would really like to go in depth. If I could maybe find a podcast that when I'm busy doing something, I could be listening to, the history and where you guys come from and what's happening now. Because I do hear a little bit here, a little bit there. And I do have a very surface-based understanding of what's happening. But even just listening to you guys speak right now, it's a whole new different conversation. Like most people in South Africa are like, when I get to a certain point in my life, I want to move to America, not knowing what they're going to find there.
Because there's not a full understanding. Like we should be digging deep into your history, just the same as you would like to dig into ours, because there's not a full understanding. And then if they knew the details from start to finish, like maybe that's not a place for me. Maybe I need this, and if I do decide this is what I need to be aware of before I actually come over here.
Yeah. Before I make such a big decision, these are the things that I need to be aware of.
This thing is beautiful, because a lot of people come out here with this perspective of like it is just beautiful. It's just gonna be this way, and you come here, you live here, you get a couple of days and years in, you'll start seeing. You'll start seeing. Of course, there's like I said, there's advantages and disadvantages. Always, like we trying to run there, some people trying to run here for different reasons, but there's a lot. There's a lot to know.
Exactly. Yep.
I think the best part is just to do your research. Make sure before you make that decision, you are aware of what you are going to find where you are planning on going. Even with you guys moving, if you ever want to move to South Africa or Africa, you need to make sure that you know the ins and outs, the issues, the stuff that we're dealing with, the disadvantages to your why, if you want to ever move this side, and vice versa. The people this side, if they want to move to America, they need to know, they need to do research. I think everything is so readily accessible on the internet, so there's no excuse for you to come up and make a very uninformed decision, especially if it's such a big decision.
Oh yeah.
But I agree and disagree because I think a lot, even though there are things out there, I think a lot of times in certain situations it may take you to actually go to really experience it on your own, as
Mhm.
opposed to going online and doing because you can do all the research
Mm.
possible. When you get there, it's like, oh, okay, I did this research, but this is not, you know what I
Mm.
mean? This is
Mm.
not part of what I did my research. So a lot
Yeah.
of the situations, I think you have to go and experience it for yourself. And because
Yeah.
even if we do tell all of this and give all
And
of this
they
information to people, they're still gonna want to still come.
and they so
So
like there's laws written against us. Like they so underhanded and sneaky with it. Like before they could be like in your face, so to speak, but now it's not so simple. So they have to kind of be conniving and sneaky with the way they move now.
Mm.
So
but I think me personally, and speaking to you, and mainly speaking to you though, because some people they don't touch on their bad experiences, right? In general, we are more connected. I feel South African and African Americans, as far as what we deal with here and what you deal with here. I feel like we're more connected on that level as opposed to the West
other
Side.
other countries in
Yeah,
general,
yeah,
South Africa
Mm.
unique to us like no other place over there. Just
yeah.
because like with the apartheid struggles is
Yeah.
Hmm.
similar to what other people, I won't say what I went through personally,
Right,
Yeah.
because they paved the way. They
right,
did that different kind of fight,
right.
Mm.
but
We're
it's
the
similar.
result
If
of
you
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can sit back and look at them like, okay, that's a shared experience that
Hmm.
we can both relate to.
Yep. And we would
Yeah.
have never known that if we wouldn't have got on YouTube and made these
Mhm.
connections. We would have never known.
Yeah, and I think with regards to your statement where you say other people don't even touch on the negative stuff that they've been through, I've noticed one thing about people in South Africa is that not everybody has the same experience. I
Oh,
know people who have never had any racial encounters and they've never
right,
experienced racism. So their opinion when it comes to a matter that is clearly a racism issue,
right.
it
Right,
differs so much because it comes from a place of not knowing or not ever having experienced this
exactly.
situation. So I think it all depends on where you've been
Mhm.
or where, like, the people that you've come across. But I know people that have never experienced racism or just being racially profiled and stuff like that. Wherever they've been accepted.
Or
So there
maybe
are,
Or maybe they
or maybe
can't.
they can't see it
Exactly.
and they need somebody else to point it out to. Like you might feel like that's normal
But it's not.
what you went through, and somebody else can see that. I'm like, no.
I think the racism in South Africa is blatant. Like, there's no way you're not going to see that.
Oh yeah, they just out front with it. They
It
don't.
is in your face. And they say a lot of times that this thing is illegal, but why are they so comfortable
That's right.
continuing being so racist if it's illegal? You
They,
have a whole lot of people who are in court right now for calling a black person the K word. But then they'll have a court case pending and they'll be on social media typing those things. So
mhm.
it is there's no way that you can't see. And then a
Conse-
person would then come in and say, no, but maybe you were in his way. I'm like,
Mm-mm.
the
The
consequences
consequences, that's
they
why they're
have no
not
consequences
right.
because if the consequences were severe enough,
Hmm. It wouldn't be happening.
they wouldn't feel so
yes,
free to say and
yes,
do those type of
yes.
things.
That is what I said, is that you guys say it's illegal. I mean, there is a bill that was passed and, it is regulated, but people still feel comfortable enough
To
to
do it.
do these racist things to people. And even when they have pending cases or, fines that they get to pay, they'll still continue being who they are.
And it's
Hmm.
all about acceptance. They only do what you allow them to do.
Hmm.
Mm.
But if you unify on certain things, it's like, hey, we're not gonna tolerate this.
Hmm.
I mean,
You got laws on the books, you got laws on the books saying that you shouldn't do that, but you're not enforcing it. But if the people don't say anything,
Right. As a
if
whole,
you got individuals speaking out
that's not gonna work.
like yourself, but if you're unified, it's
Yeah.
a different result.
The same here.
The same here. But we
don't have laws.
we don't, and then our unity here is not. It's not good as a whole, because
Is
like
it not?
so many individuals doing well,
Mm.
they don't want to see that change.
Here it's about every man for themselves, basically.
Mm.
And that was a different in this era,
Right.
you know. But we had different eras, like say like the '60s, we had like civil rights movements where there was we were more of a cohesive unit, and
Yeah.
we got against topics.
I think we have a not to your extent, but like similar concerns. Like that people are not necessarily unified. You'll find that people have moved from certain locations, they're doing better in life, and they couldn't be bothered by these movements because they're doing so well. So we have similar predicaments in the country.
Yes, exactly.
But not to your I wouldn't say to your extent.
Right.
And I noticed it all revolve around the same people.
Yep.
That's not that's not coincidence.
Yeah.
And then they say go back to Africa, we go back there too.
And they're following up. One guy told us, he said he was taking, flights from here to there, and he noticed majority of the people were white. Like, okay, well, you tell us, go back, but you're calling us here. Like, so,
that's
and then
crazy.
you go over there, and then you carry on the same way, that same mindset, that same imperialistic culture, right? That's
and the crazy thing is, I've had in a group setting, I think it was in grade 6, I think it was it primary school or high school? I don't remember. But there was a guy that was like, "You guys don't belong here. Go back to where you come from." And we're like, "Nick, this is Africa. What do you mean? What do you mean go back to?"
Just because they done came over there with brute force and tried to take something from you, now they think it's theirs.
Yeah.
I think he wasn't informed, but he was just taught that these people don't belong where you are. He wasn't informed of the history and where they came from and where we came from. He just said that out of just coming from a home that feels like Black people don't belong where we are.
These people have been there for generations and generations now, so he think that the land belongs to him, to them.
So when he says we need to go back to where we come from, I have no idea now where we need to go.
Exactly.
He don't know where he's from.
Exactly.
That's the confusion. There's some of that too. I ain't making excuses for him.
Yeah.
But if you get brought up in an environment, you get certain things beat into your head starting from birth.
Yeah.
And you don't know better unless you try to learn. You try to find out.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, "Oh, this is what I've been told, so this is the way it is," and so it has to be correct.
Yeah. No, true. I agree with that. The entitlement is taught from home.
It's awful. It's awful.
All right, so now Man K said I was asking about the monthly rates of that house, for example, like the amount you pay for monthly charges, which are rates.
Oh, okay. Well,
Okay, so these are like the estate duties. You're looking at about 2,600 rand. And then there are municipal costs on top of that. That depends on the price. It's a certain percentage to the price.
Okay, she said
2.6 rand.
2,600.
Oh, 2,600 rand. What is that? 13, little over 1,300 USD. Yeah, 1,300.
Now, what is this he's asking about again?
This will be, I guess, it's like a monthly rent for rental.
No. So if you live in a gated community, because you are secured in your own space, you've got 24-hour security and cameras and all this controlled access. You pay a certain amount to be able to get access to those benefits. So those are the what do you call the complex levies or the estate duties.
HOA or something like that.
Here we would call that homeowners association.
Yeah.
HOA fees. It's similar. It
Yes.
sounds like,
Yes. So you pay that to the body corporate, so they're able to finance all the security that they have around you.
Okay.
And also the maintenance, because in most cases you don't personally paint your house. If you've got a chip, they come in, they fix it for you. They've got garden services and all these other things.
So you would pay this on top of, no, okay, so
I added
for
one too many
example,
zeros too.
so for example, the total house, I guess once you pay that, that's the only fee you would have then. Once you pay
So the fees that you would have on a monthly basis for owning a house like that would be the monthly repayment, which depends on what the bank gives you.
Right.
And then you'd also have the estate duties, which is that 2.2. It's a rough estimate, but
pretty
roughly
sure.
around that number. And then you also have municipal costs, money that you pay to the.
No, I added one too many zeros.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's incorrect.
We're giving out bad information.
That's on him. That's his fault.
Zeros matter. Zeros matter.
That's his fault, y'all, not mine. When I saw that amount, I was like, "Oh, I don't want no games."
Because when she said that, I was like, "No, I got to be off." That's why I went back to it, because I'm like, "That's very high."
Yeah, because I was like, "I'm not paying that amount. I don't think I want no security."
I had one too many zeros.
Okay, sorry, correction, family. Let me put the correct
extra zeros on the work with money you have.
That's how much it is in U.S. dollars. Okay, that's the additional cost for security and any other amenities that may go along with it. Basically, that's what we showed, right? That's something like that, right? On the video we showed, that would be the
yes.
Okay. Roughly.
So do you have I don't know if you would call them property taxes there, or
yes, I was actually getting to that. It's municipal costs to the side. It's the money that you pay to the municipality for taking your bins or your trash, just for cleaning your streets and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So on top of the estate duties, there is municipal costs as well. So those depend on the price of the home. But for a home like this, I think you're looking at about 1,000 rand, 1,002.
Now, is that yearly, or how's that collected?
It's monthly.
Oh, monthly. Okay.
Oh, monthly. Okay. So it's a lot of stuff to think about.
Yeah.
I may want to just do one that's not secured.
I mean, that's an option too. You can get your own security.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 50,
yeah.
What was it?
51, 41. So you're talking 51.41 plus
the
130. What did I say? 133.
100. Wait, I got it. 133.
So about 180 a month.
And then on top of whatever your mortgage may be, if you're doing a mortgage, or if you're buying it straight up, then you good.
That's fair. So there's no need to because people coming from here to there looking at that comparison is none. That's much better.
Yeah, it's still reasonable.
That's much better than what we pay.
It's definitely.
Because for example, I pay $4,500 a year just in the property taxes.
I'm gonna have to convert that.
Okay, yeah, she wants to, because she wants to see on her end.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't let me forget to send her the listing of
houses
and how much it is here.
Yeah. In an upscale community, and that's new construction, right? The home you showed us?
Yes, that's new construction.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, sir. This is very informative. Thank you, and thank you everyone for hanging in there with us. I know we went to the left, but we're really passionate when it comes to this racism and things like that.
Oh yeah, that burns deep for me.
We wanted to, not also tell you all about South Africa, but we wanted to hear from a South African, not just hearing it from us, because we've never been, not yet. To hear from her and hear what she deals with, so that you are aware that this exists. We're not saying not to go visit. We want you to go visit. Don't let that stop you.
I would love to visit. Love it.
It's nothing compared to here in the West. Trust me. But yes. So did you do the conversion?
I did. It's like 87,500 rand.
That's yeah. And then um, if you add on, like I don't have a, I'm in a non-associated community, so we don't have to pay for, like you said, security and trash and all that. But like say like this the municipality services,
Mm.
like as far as trash, that's included in our property tax.
Sure, but it's still a lot. 7,200 rand a month. That is still
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Yeah. Now just imagine you got communities where they do have the what do you call them? This
The state duties.
Yeah.
the HOA. You would have
Yeah,
to
yeah.
pay that on top.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like one neighborhood we looked at, it was about, before we moved in this home, it was at least, it was about 350 USD per month.
Sure.
Yeah. And that cost, one thing about that cost, it never goes down. It just continues to go up.
Obviously, I mean, I'm sure there's a clause in the contract that says there's an annual increment.
Yes. And then they
That's
had my own tradition. Yeah.
But yeah, so the next one is Sir said, okay, this conversation makes me realize the other similarities that exist between Black South Africans and African Americans. Yes. Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I'm telling you, this is why it's good to have these conversations because, like I said, a lot does not know. Just is the same with us. We're learning a whole lot. A whole lot.
Mm.
Um, you want to ask this one? The last one?
Yeah. What thing about being a realtor in South Africa?
I missed that.
Oh, what is the one thing you love about being a realtor in South Africa?
One thing. One of your favorite things.
I know there's 1,000 things.
Yeah.
One thing that I love about South Africa, or one thing that I love about being a realtor?
Being a realtor in South Africa.
I think
Besides
I would say I think I would say my biggest takeaway from this business is just meeting different people in their different walks of life. I think experiencing and getting to speak to people who are at different levels in their lives. Some of them are starting a new chapter, some of them are ending a chapter and they're going to a new one. Some stories are painful, some stories are beautiful and inspirational. So just that interaction of, seeing somebody's growth, seeing somebody's just change in their lives and stuff like that. I think I appreciate that a whole lot. And I don't know if I've been blessed, but I've been coming across quite a bit of female clients who are doing great things in life. And even in our conversation throughout the whole process of registration, I pick up so much from them. Like I learn so much. They inspire me so much. And they remind me that, you know what, you are destined for so much more, regardless of the challenges that you come across or the difficulties that you come across. But just conversations with people in their different walks of life. I think for me, that is the biggest takeaway, apart from the money. Just conversations, meeting people and being a part of their stories. I think that's one of the biggest things that I would say I enjoy about real estate.
Yeah, I'm sure you meet all kinds of people from different walks of life. So
Exactly.
I do. And I love it when I meet the ladies who are doing so well for themselves. They're moving into different chapters of their lives. They're doing so great. And I feel like there are huge possibilities for women.
Awesome. I love it. Here, we have a question for you.
Okay, so Dikhale, yes, it's a Betty surname. It's my husband's surname. He is a Betty man, not Tswana.
Okay. Now, I wanted
they're
to, huh?
they're so rich with their culture. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask about you. You mentioned you specifically pick certain schools for your children. How is that working out? Without we don't want you to say where they go, but how is that working out with picking certain schools for them?
I mean, for us, I think this is one lesson that we learned, my husband and I, that before you pick a place, you need to do research around the area, like what's close to you, what are the price ranges of the services that you're going to need, like car wash. I know from where we come from in Broncos Braids, the car wash is 50 Rand. But when you come to Centurion, it's like 150 Rand for the same service, but just because it is in a different location. So even with schools, like I think when we moved here, my son wasn't in school yet. So when we got to a point where we were looking at schools, I realized that some of these affordable schools or reasonably priced schools are majority white people. I hate saying that, but yeah. So I think
Say it, let it out.
and I think even with the name of the school, it's an Afrikaans name. And I'm like, I am not going to subject my child to this type of childhood. I've already been through it. He's not going there. So the next best thing would then be the private school education. And it costs quite a bit, but listen, my children are comfortable and that makes me happy.
And it's more people that look like them there.
Yeah, it's actually more diverse. And I think with private school education, like your voice is heard because you are a paying customer,
Right.
if I should say. So if you have a problem, even in the past, if I've had an issue with anything with the school, it was sorted out, not even past the 24-hour period. They would make sure that everything that I'm uncomfortable with is sorted out. And that is the type of school that I want my children to be in. I want to be able to say that, listen, this I don't like. You cannot subject my children to this, and it will be sorted out. Unlike schools where they'll be like, no, we'll handle it. No, we've sent it to whoever who should be handling it. No, they didn't receive the email. They'll get back to you, and then
Never
you
do.
even forget that you had this issue. So I like the fact that they attend to whatever concerns you have as a parent, and the education is outstanding. The facilities are great. The money, I mean, it's a lot, but
Right.
you're investing in their future, and also not just their future, but their well-being. I want him to have great experiences at school, and also just meet like great people.
Right.
So I would pay for that.
Make the
I don't have a
sacrifice.
problem paying for that.
But they're happy with it. You're happy with it.
Yes.
That's
okay.
good. That's
And this particular schools, they actually teach about the history of the indigenous people, not these people that came from other places.
No, I think the curriculum is almost the same. It's just what they add. They will then, in the private school education, they'll add robotics, they'll add swimming classes, they'll add like during school hours. So they'll add a couple of subjects here and there. I haven't really heard much about history, maybe as they grow, because my son is still in grade 2, so I don't think he will understand much about it yet. But maybe as they grow, they will maybe be introduced to a subject like that. But there is a subject called history. But I feel like a whole lot has been left out of that subject. I did it in school, and
I
it's
asked about that because they're just like here, for example, like it's your land. You indigenous to the land, so they gotta dig into the history of the people.
I don't think
They don't
like
have
here.
to. They don't have to.
Here they just we got enslaved and brought here, so they try to teach us. I mean, they teach us about if you want to know something about Europe.
Same. We learn about Napoleon and stuff like that. Things that have nothing to do with us.
Why?
So that is what our history classes consist of. That's why I'm saying I'm not too hopeful when it comes to them learning their history from this education system. If I want them to learn something, I'll have to push them towards doing their own research on the side. But that's obviously when they're a little bit more grown. I think they're just learning through play at this point.
Right.
Okay.
So that the particular school, does it go up to a certain grade level, or
it goes up until matric, until the last grade of high school?
What do you call it?
What did she said? Matric,
we
right?
call it matric, grade 12. Yes.
12. Okay.
So is that matric? That's before you go to a university, or
yes. So that's the final grade of high school, and then you move over to the tertiary education.
Do they do 4? Is it 4 years for high school? How does
grade 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 5 years.
5 years. Is
5
that the
years in
same
high
as us?
school. No, it's 4.
Or it's 4 for us.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
And 4
And
in
how
the-
many grades are in elementary school for you? Is it elementary school or primary school?
Elementary is
It's actually both.
Isn't
They
it
call
5?
it both,
No,
but
elementary
it's from
3, 4, 5. No, that's 6. 6 years in elementary.
6.
And then middle school is 9 to 11, 12. Middle
They-
school is 6 to 8th grade, so that's 3 years. And then you got high school, that's 9, 10, 11, 12, that's 4 years.
Well, I don't know. Do they still have junior high? Do they still do it?
What are you talking about, junior high?
Where it's like just 7th and 8th grade.
Well, that's middle school. Middle school is 6 to 8th
No,
grade.
well, I guess they don't do it.
Okay, my husband's older than me, so I don't know. He might be talking about
So in total, how many grades are they in school?
for which because they
12. It's
total.
12.
Oh, she's talking about total.
it's
Oh,
12.
okay.
And then you go on to university or whatever.
Okay.
Usually 6 years elementary, and then you move to middle school, which is 3 years, 6, 7, 8, 3 years, and then you go to high school, which is 4 years, and then after high school, then you go to college. Well, hopefully,
Some technical school.
yeah, or technical
Yeah.
school, however,
I think it's a similar establishment with us as well.
Okay. Yes, I'm telling you, we have a lot in common. Seriously,
So many similarities.
yeah, so many similarities that I really didn't know. All right, everybody in the chat, listen, guys. Now is the time to put your questions in right now. If you are quiet, I'm going to assume that you have gotten all the information that you need. Because we don't want to take her entire day. This has been wonderful, right, honey?
Absolutely.
Really
wonderful. Thank you
wonderful.
for showing up.
Yes,
Thank you so much for having me. This was informative on my end as well.
Yes, and we'll definitely look up some housing stuff for you so you can kind of see, and everything. And of course, we'll be in touch because I know you're looking up some things for us. And anybody, again, you have any questions, you can put it in the chat. Other than that, I'm gonna shut it down soon. I'm gonna do doom 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 doom. Jeopardy. That's Jeopardy. I don't know if Jeopardy still come on.
That's that Western problem.
Yeah.
You see what they did to us? Influencing us all kind of ways. Yeah.
All right. I guess they have no questions. So is there anything else you'd like to say to everyone before leaving?
Lindiwe, right?
Yep, Lindiwe. My husband has it.
You got it right. Yes.
In your DNA. You better have South Africa in your DNA.
I'm impressed with the Xhosa, the language.
Oh,
The
yes.
language is Xhosa, right? Or is it the people?
Xhosa.
That's the language.
Yes.
And the people.
And the people, yes.
Okay.
Wow.
So the Xhosa people speak Xhosa.
Okay.
Okay, he says, thank you for inviting Sister Lindy. Yep. She's very smart. Will there be a part 2? Oh. Well, I have to see. I have to talk to her.
We got to give the people what they want, right?
Yes.
I mean,
wait, he's giving us a topic just to talk about the lifestyle in South Africa. That's what he wants us to talk about.
I mean, we can put something together.
We'll see.
Hey, I would just squeeze one word in between done lifestyle, unfiltered lifestyle.
Oh Lord! Wait, now we don't want her to get in trouble. Now.
No, we won't put it. Let's put it all out there.
We can't.
I'm so censored.
We can't do too raw because
Okay.
they'll be coming for our sister, and we're gonna have to go get her from South Africa and bring her here.
Okay. We have to say that for our visit.
There you go.
Yeah, definitely.
He said, "Did your husband do his DNA?" No, not yet.
No.
I was gonna ask the same question actually.
No, he hasn't, but we're gonna work on it. Right now, guys, believe it or not, I'm still waiting on my results.
I did ancestry. I didn't do the
Yeah,
African.
yeah.
Because the African, it breaks it down to tribes.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it breaks it down.
Yeah.
And yeah, guys, I'm still waiting on my DNA. They say May 30th to June something. So I'm hoping when the 30th, I've been checking every day, guys. Every day.
See, Lindiwe, see what we got to go through? We got to do a DNA test to find out.
You
already know. You already know.
Yep.
Exactly. Y'all, over there, y'all already know. Over here, we so
mixed
up.
Yep.
I think like you said, we're so rich when it comes to diversity. So I think I would also love to take this DNA test just to find out, because there's Xhosa, there's
You,
Bedi, there's
you should. Yes.
there's so many mixtures. You find that maybe my uncle married
Right.
a Xhosa lady and he's Tswana,
Yes.
and the mixture just creates. So I would love to know what in terms of like great parents and stuff like that. I'd
Yes.
love to know
Yeah,
where
Yes.
I
my
know.
lineage is.
We just watched a YouTube video,
Yeah, and the guy.
Maximum Impact. That's his channel.
Mm,
And he's traveled but not all Africa, but a lot of African continents, right? Am I saying it right?
And one guy.
And one guy said he was Ghanaian, right?
At least that's what he thought it was.
Right. And he did the African
And
ancestry.
then they started talking. What they went into more details about how the borders were man-made by the other people,
I can send you that video too.
and they
the
talked.
other people.
And he started talking more instead of like Ghanaian, South African. He started talking as far as tribal lines.
Mm,
Mixture. They just went into detail, but they showed he actually took a DNA test,
Yep.
and he was like, it was like 83%.
Was it was
One
it
group, and
it
then
Togo?
I went to comparing it to myself because I took mine, and I'm like 36% Nigerian, 14% from the Congo, 18% this, 20% that.
China, he has
Chinese,
Chinese, 1%.
right? But
Yeah.
he's straight from the motherland,
Right.
so that's why I know it ain't as diverse. See, with me coming from here to there is no telling what happened.
Yep.
yeah.
And that's why I got so many
Many.
mixtures.
Mm.
Like that's the difference.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
the
I
difference.
would actually like to hear both of your results.
Oh, you will. I'm
I
going to once mine come in, because literally I've been checking every day. I'm like, please hurry. I don't know what's taking so long. Maybe it's I think it's a lot of people that are doing this. So they may be backed up. So once it's in, you all will know for sure, because I am so eager and so excited and nervous to find out, because I want to do my dad's as well, because I can't do my dad because of the chromosome. But we'll see, because it's not cheap. It's like
Yeah, it
300 and
is.
something dollars. Okay, my husband's
Yeah.
gonna show you his ancestry.
Wait a
This
minute,
is
let me
not
see. I don't know if
African,
you
but
can.
hold on.
Hold on.
Can you see it?
Yes, I can.
See all the mixtures. Slide up the screen.
Mali. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wait,
There's
hold on.
Senegal in there.
Senegal.
Yeah.
And it does change. They come like when they have updates.
Yeah.
It does, change as well. I haven't checked mine. They keep sending me notification that I have.
Like the more
Whoa.
people that actually do the DNA test,
Wait, I don't see the Chinese. Hold on.
they match it up and they keep updating it. Maybe it's not.
Oh, it's gone.
It's gone. See, like I had 1% China, now it's saying Germany and Europe. 1%.
Yeah,
So
so
it
it does,
constantly updates.
yeah,
Right.
it's updated.
Right.
I don't know if you can see it. But
Wow.
yeah, and it tells you like your parents. They go
Yeah.
through their DNA part, parent one, parent two, and
Oh
it
wow.
breaks it
And see
down.
that circle with all the different.
Hold on,
yeah.
it's gonna break it down. It says view to break down. So this one is ancestry, but we want the African ancestry. But yeah, it'll tell you that. Hold on, where is it? Where I'm trying to go down. It'll tell you parent one 50%, parent two 50%.
Wow. This is such good information to have.
Yes.
Yes, and it's pretty cool. It tells you now which one is parent one though. Is that your mom? I'm assuming, and parent
I'm
two
not
is your
sure.
dad. It may tell you that too.
I know
but
it'll show people like within your family too.
we've heard of other people who
Like you can
have
actually
taken
find relatives that
yeah,
you didn't
that's
know
in
you had.
Africa. Yeah.
Well,
No, I'm just saying,
yeah.
like we know of one person that he actually had found like a cousin in Africa. Like
Wow.
it's just amazing. Yeah, it's just amazing. Hold on.
I would like to take this
I can
test.
send you the link too as well.
Please.
Sir said yes, that's true. My father is Sulu. Am I saying that
So
right?
too.
Soto. Mother is okay. I'm gonna let you handle this one.
Okay. So he says, yes, that's true. My father is Sutu, mother is Tswana, maternal grandma is Sutu, grandpa is Xhosa, and paternal grandma is Sutu, and grandpa is Tswana. I married a Zulu woman. You see the diversity in this.
Wow.
It's such a diverse family.
Definitely. How does that work, sir? How does that work with everybody being diverse? Like, tell us.
I think we are diverse, but we are still one. Like we
Okay.
are still able to communicate regardless of which tribe you come from. Even with Xhosa people, there's two types of Xhosa. So yes, there are tribal wars. Well, they used to be back then, but I think we are still able to connect. So it's not too difficult for a Xhosa woman to marry a Tswana man or a Zulu man to marry a Bedi woman.
Oh,
We are different in terms of like culture, but we still connect. Like we are still
good.
one.
I like that.
That's how we should be as a people. I
Exactly.
always say that, like, we have so much diversity and cultures within us as a people, right?
Yeah.
But we should be monolithic on certain things.
Mm, mm. No, I hear you.
That would help us move forward a lot.
Mm.
Get to the
So you wanted to show them something else? Or that's
not
it?
that. I can't believe they put that.
Yes,
Should I
they
show
did.
them?
I don't know.
There's good and bad to everything, but
Let's-
they also have this on there.
Oh gosh, we ain't gonna talk about it though. But
Hold on, you see the topic? Yes.
all right, we're gonna leave
yes.
that. We'll leave that there.
Now, why would they put that on there? It's it's an insane push for that.
All
but
right, we're gonna leave
I
that
mean,
there.
I guess they do practice inclusivity in some instances. They try to make sure that other people don't feel, excluded from stuff.
I think that's
But you-
burning. Go check,
he in the
please.
kitchen.
Yes, go check, please.
RJ,
I didn't say yell. You're gonna scream at the people. Please. He's cooking, and I tell him to wait until after the live because he might burn the house down. Maria, hey sis. This is my sister. She lives in Gambia. So she said, "Hey sis, I'm sorry, I'm out and about, but I will watch the replay. Hello, everyone. No
Okay,
problem,
it's nothing.
sis."
There's nothing.
And Sir says, yes, she explained it really well. Yes, she did. And Maria said, I can't wait to visit SA. Yes, exactly, sis. All right, we're gonna shut it down, honey, because you're getting ready to go left, and I don't want the conversation to go left.
I won't do that.
Okay.
I'll leave it at
Okay.
Sweden and Denmark.
Yes, please.
But that just goes to show how much information you can get if you're looking.
Yes, yes. And certain topics I don't want to talk about because this is not my platform. One. And two, we already are picked at because, and three,
Don't be scared,
because
though.
no, it's not being scared. It's because I still have a purpose, right? And I know that a lot of people are watching YouTube, so I want to keep the platform so that I can reach my people to do my ultimate goal.
But they will flag you over petty stuff.
That's true
So
too. That's
you
true.
might as well speak freely.
Oh,
because
boy.
when you think you're speaking freely and you're not doing anything wrong, they come
That's
up.
true.
You've seen that.
Yes, I have.
You've seen that.
Because they have flagged me for stuff, and it's just like, but I didn't do nothing.
Exactly. So you might as well say what you want to say and let them do what they want to do.
What did Sir say? He said y'all should talk about on part 2 of the live. Oh gosh, you gonna get him started, sir?
Yeah,
you
what?
sure?
What do you
I
want us
think
to talk
about that. I think about what you just said. Okay, sir, are you talking about what my husband just showed in his
I
DNA?
think he is, yes.
Oh gosh, sir, you sure you want my husband to do that? Are you sure? Because
I'm actually kind of curious to hear his opinion as well.
you gonna open up your words. Like I might just let the show just be about him, and I'll be over there just sitting there like this.
Okay. I'm gonna have my charts in the background.
Oh my goodness! And then they gonna come with you full
I'm
force.
gonna have my charts, the little video clips.
Listen, when you talk about that topic, they have more rights than we do, and you really gonna open up a big can of worms.
and I know everybody notices how they're trying to push it on the continent of Africa, but Africa seems to be giving a lot of pushback on that.
Yes, I like that.
To the point where I heard things about
Hold on, wait. Linda may have to go. Do you have to go? Because we're getting ready to start. Hold up. Let us know because I don't want to hold you up. We can do
Yeah.
this.
I might have to in the next 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, let's let her go because he's getting ready to start. See, I had to intervene.
I'm actually really curious to hear what he has to say, so I might just watch the replay of this again if I happen to leave before he gets into the whole conversation.
I'll pray about it, sir. I'll pray about it because I don't know. We may have to do a podcast. I think a podcast would be better.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe we'll create a
they don't flag.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah.
I think what I'll do is make an account for my husband to do a podcast. So look out for that, and we'll call it Rodman Podcast, Unfiltered, something like that.
Then we'll have a chat line.
Yeah, that'll be, and I'll be in the background just chilling, maybe sipping some wine.
You can call in and say what you want to say.
Yes.
So we'll work on that. But anyway, we don't want to hold you up any longer. We'll say whatever we need to say after you leave. But thank you so much for joining us. And give those, you have boys, right? All boys, no girls, right?
I've got a boy and a girl.
Oh, you have a girl. You have to show me, on WhatsApp.
What ages? I didn't.
So my son is 7 and my daughter is a year old.
Oh, that's the new one. Oh,
thank you.
And I'm so glad that you're better too. Definitely.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, she was not feeling well. I don't want to put your business too much out there, but she's better now. So
here's the good health. We don't have no glasses, but
absolutely, I do.
But yeah, so give some love to your kids. Tell your husband we said hello. Yeah. And we hope to meet you all.
I would like to meet him too.
Yes, we'd like to meet you all one day soon. We won't say when because we want to make sure things go smoothly, but we'll let you know as it gets closer, and we can hopefully link up with you all.
Yeah, let's do a couples live.
Yeah, right.
Yes. He's actually very much opinionated as well, so I think he would enjoy
it. Perfect. Well, thank you so much for squeezing us in your schedule, and we hope you have a wonderful remaining of your day.
Evening. Thank you so much for having me. This was fun.
Yes, definitely. Smooches. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you guys for joining us on this channel. And Rodman, are we going to do the podcast for you?
We're working on it.
Okay. Because he'll tell y'all that, and then he'll be like,
we got to get the details done.
I know the details. I just need to sign you up.
Because I don't really have limits, and
what you mean?
You might not want to be a part.
No. This is podcast. This is going to be your podcast.
Yeah.
I'll set up your podcast if you are really gonna do it, because he'll tell y'all that, because he's quiet. He'll tell y'all that, and then he will do it.
I'm gonna say what you want to say, y'all. How you want to say it, right? Whatever you want to say, just go ahead and say it. I can do it.
Yeah, that's gonna be your cast now if you do it. So,
so feel free. Do not hold back.
So we'll see, guys. He say he gonna do the podcast, so I'm gonna have to look into it and sign him up. And look out for that, okay?
We'll clean it up. We'll clean it up for now.
Peace. No, not on the podcast. He won't.
Wow.
So no. It said peace and love to you, good people. All the best. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. And thank you. I'm going to say in advance for the people who will be watching the replay. Greatly appreciate it, guys. Make sure you hit that like button, guys. Share. We cannot continue to do this without you all, okay? All right, so enjoy the rest of your night, morning, afternoon, wherever you are, and we'll see you on another video. Peace.